car on the gravel.
I imagine you have a gravel driveway, though.
How did you know that? That is spooky. How do you know that?
I just know that
you
see someone who'd have a gravel
driveway. Because we see somebody walking past, usually after dark, and just looking in, and it seems to be it's you, isn't it?
It's not me.
Well, I'll tell you what I did one night, and this will make you think that I'm a bit strange, but I'm not.
Okay.
I'm normal. We put Christmas lights up out the front of the house. Nothing wrong with that.
No.
2 or 3 houses in our road did the same thing. But we've got this sort of strange, dilapidated tree right by the drive gates, the car gates, you know, the double gates. And I thought, if I could get some lights up there, it would look just a little bit less forlorn. And act as the beacon. So...
The beacon?
Yeah. So, down to Robert Dias, he's had 2 plugs on the show. Any proprietary hardware store would do. Bought a set of outdoor lights, slung them up the tree. That very evening, some kids, for whatever reason, snipped them.
Oh.
And I was really cross about this.
Well,
I don't think they meant anything terrible, but, you know, they were just kind of going, oh, you.
With your beacon.
So, what do you think I did? What would you do under those circumstances?
There's not much you can do, is there?
Oh, yes.
Oh, no. What did you do? Oh, no.
You don't want to know. It's so sad.
Oh.
Right, what I did was...
Oh, no.
Yeah, I did, yeah. What?
Did you lie in wait for them? Hiding behind the tree?
You got it!
I've got visions of you.
Well, yeah.
Crouched down, waiting for them to attack again.
I took a flask of tea.
Oh, no.
What I did was, first of all, I mended the Christmas lights, because that's not terribly difficult. All you do is expose the wires. It's a transformed voltage, so there's no great danger in this. Bound them together, put tape round them, switched them on, and ding! On they came. I thought, right. I'm like that harpy, you know, on the rocks. I've got the lights up, and I'm luring the hooligans.
Oh, no.
But what I wanted to be able to do was step out in front of them and go, right, you're nicked, or something like that.
You weren't going to perform a citizen's arrest, were you?
This is kind of like a Jackanory version of Farmer Tony Martin.
Yeah.
So I'm sat on an upturned bucket, right, in the middle of this laurel hedge that we've right in the middle of it.
People must have thought you were gnome.
Well, they couldn't see me. They couldn't see me. I even snipped a small peephole through.
Oh, no! Were you wearing camouflage clothes?
There's no point. They couldn't see me. It was a thick laurel hedge, but I was dressed against the elements. And I sat there.
Oh.
And I sat there.
Oh, dear.
And I sat there. And the kids didn't come back. And it's probably just as well, because what were you going to do? I don't know.
You'd have stood up, you'd have gone, right. And then what are you going to do?
Well, I mentally rehearsed sounding like an 8-foot bloke from the other side of the hedge.
It gets better. Is that what the bucket was there for, so you could stand on it?
Well, that would have helped. Yeah. But I did actually... there was a party opposite us one night, and it went on till 2 o'clock in the morning. And there was this bloke and a girlfriend having a really useless drunken argument about 60 feet from my bedroom window. So I opened the bedroom window, and I just went something. I thought, no, there's no point in me in my normal voice going, "Can you keep it down, please? Thank you." So I went, "Oi!" Well, actually, I tried to sound like Bob Hoskins. I went, "Oi! Thank you!" Like that, which is quite intimidating, isn't it? But he was drunk, so he told me to off.
Oh dear.
And now what do you do?
Well,
I thought, right,
shut up and go to bed is what you should do. Got a feeling you didn't.
No, I stand up for myself up to a point. I think you've got to take it out there. So I just went, "Did you tell me to off?" Loud.
Yeah.
And the little kiddie went, "Yes." So I just went, "Right!" and slammed down the sash window and went back to bed. But they kept quiet from there on.
I'm sure they did.
Anyway, so there I am behind, sitting on a bucket, mentally rehearsing, trying to sound 8 foot tall from the other side of the hedge, in case they came back. But they didn't.
Oh.
We won't do the lights this year because I can't be bothered. I can't be arsed, as they say.
Oh, see, I really want outside lights this year.
Yeah? Why?
Yeah. I just think they're lovely. I've never had them and I really want them.
No, they are nice. They really are nice.
I'm still got
Christmas
to try and convince. Oh, yeah. A real one.
Real one,
Oh yeah, definitely a real one.
Gotta be right now. We did artificial ones, but they are what it says on the tin. You know, they're artificial.
Needs to be a real one.
You don't care that a tree had to die.
Nope.
No. No. No, I don't. Either. A fairy on the top?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely a fairy and not a star. Much prefer a fairy. Chocolates on the tree?
Yes, and in our house they get eaten bit by bit. It's all part of the tradition thing, really, isn't it? Yes. And do you bother with New Year's Eve? I
do. This year, though, I think I'm going to do something a bit different than what I've done before. I normally do the whole big thing, and it never lives up to what you want it to be. So this year, we're going to try and find a little country pub somewhere.
Nice.
And just go and have dinner.
Very nice.
A few drinks and stay over. I think that'll be nice, yeah.
Yes.
Again, you see, I have this fantasy of the gravel drive up to this country pub with a roaring log fire. Probably won't turn out like that, but we can hope.
Yes, I mean, I think one of the reasons that a lot of people end up disappointed in life, is a macrocosm of what we're talking about now, and it's a sort of a philosophical point, but I don't want to get heavy. But if we get ourselves, or are given, I'm not saying I agree with Prince Charles in any way, shape or form when he sent that memo about women getting above their station. But, I think you can achieve anything in life, but you've really got to go for it. And you've got to get a lot of breaks. And you've got to have half of what it takes to get there. And whether that is being the president of South Africa or just a bloody good, sales rep, then, it is doable and you can do it. And what you get from that is still a mixed set of blessings, even if you achieve absolutely everything that you've really struck out and gone for. But I think an awful lot of people get a bit kind of cheesed off because of the gap between what they fleetingly hoped or pictured themselves doing either this time next week or this time next year or by the end of their lives.
Yeah.
And the reality of the thing. And I like that quote about life being what happens to you whilst you're making other plans. Do you do New Year's resolutions?
No. No, I tend to do day-to-day resolutions. I'm always saying, I'll try and stop doing that, or I'll try and do this more. But I don't really actually do it specifically for New Year's Eve. No. Do you?
No, I don't. I mean, I have in the past when I used to smoke. I used to say, well, tonight this will be a good night to pack that in. But it tended not to work.
No.
I don't know how I came to stop smoking. I do. I now see myself as somebody who is a non-smoker, but who in the company of smokers will have a cigarette because inhaling other people's smoke is unpleasant, but inhaling your own smoke isn't. So if they're all smoking around me, then I'll have a cigarette. Do you smoke?
No. I sometimes smoke, though, when I'm with friends having a drink.
Something similar? Yeah. And why shouldn't you be able to do it like that? Because, we don't eat 80 bags of crisps a day.
I don't think some people, though, if you talk to them, can't do it like that, because, they are addicted.
To fags?
Yeah.
It's a very pleasant thing to do. It's extremely non-PC and all that kind of nonsense as well, but it is a very pleasant thing to do, to strip down the packet and get to that first cigarette and to inhale it. But it really is something that if you can avoid starting doing, I think.
Yeah, then try to.
That's the key thing, isn't it? 08459 570057. I've been sitting here whilst I've been enjoying having a conversation with Alison, and I hope you found it at least reasonably normal, which is all we strive to do. But I've also been trying to resurrect all our electronic forms of communication.
Any luck?
No. I'm now shutting the whole lot down.